Late one quiet evening, when the streets were almost empty and the lights of small shops flickered softly, a tired shopkeeper pulled down the metal shutter of his little store. The day had been long, and his mind was already drifting toward rest. Just as he reached for the lock, something gentle moved near his feet. A medium-sized dog stepped inside without a sound. It did not bark or wag its tail. It simply stood there, calm and patient, holding a small folded paper in its mouth, as if it had done this many times before. The shopkeeper paused, surprised by the dog's quiet confidence. He bent down and carefully took the paper from the dog's mouth. Inside, he found neatly written words and a modest amount of money folded with care. It was a simple shopping list: rice, bread, milk, and a few other everyday items. For a moment, the shopkeeper thought it was a joke. Then he looked into the dog's eyes. There was no fear there, no confusion, only trust. Smiling gently, the shopkeeper gathered the items one by one, measuring carefully, packing everything neatly into a small bag. He placed the bag on the floor in front of the dog. Without hesitation, the dog picked it up gently in its mouth, turned around, and walked out into the quiet night. The shopkeeper stood frozen for a second, amazed. He had seen many things in his life, but never this. Curiosity slowly replaced his tiredness. He locked the shop and decided to follow, keeping a safe distance, his footsteps soft against the empty road. The dog walked with purpose, never looking back. Streetlights passed above them like silent witnesses. Soon, the dog stopped near a bus stop, sitting patiently as if waiting for someone. The shopkeeper hid behind a pole, his heart beating faster. A bus arrived, its doors opening with a tired hiss. To the shopkeeper's disbelief, the dog stood up, climbed inside, and moved confidently through the narrow aisle. The shopkeeper quickly followed, unable to resist what felt like a story unfolding right in front of him. Inside the bus, the dog approached the conductor and gently lifted its head. Around its neck hung a simple collar with another small paper attached. The conductor smiled, took the paper, and nodded. When the bus slowed near a certain stop, the dog calmly walked down and stepped back onto the road. The shopkeeper followed again, his thoughts racing. This dog was not only trained, it was responsible, careful, reliable, the kind of qualities many people struggled to build in a lifetime. They walked through a quiet neighborhood until the dog stopped in front of a modest house. The dog dropped the bag gently, then stood up and pressed the doorbell. Once, twice, again and again. No one answered at first. Finally, the door opened. A man stood there, his face tired and irritated. Without a word, he grabbed a stick and struck the dog sharply. The sound broke the silence of the street. The dog did not run, it did not growl, it simply lowered its head. The shopkeeper felt his chest tighten. He rushed forward without thinking. "Stop," he said, his voice shaking. "Why are you doing this? This dog is incredible. It shops, it rides the bus, it follows every rule. I followed it all the way here. I have never seen such intelligence." The man scoffed, anger still burning in his eyes. "Intelligent," he replied, "useless." He pointed toward the door. When it went out, it forgot to take the house key. Instead of opening the door quietly, it kept ringing the bell and ruined my sleep. The words fell heavy in the air. The shopkeeper stood silent. In that moment, something deeper than anger settled inside him. The dog had done everything right, everything expected, and yet it was punished for one small thing that did not meet someone else's convenience. As the shopkeeper walked back alone, the The night felt different. The streets were the same, but his thoughts were heavier. He realized how often the world praises effort, loyalty, and obedience, yet still finds reasons to complain. How often people give their best, only to be judged for what they missed instead of what they carried. The dog did not live for itself. It lived to meet expectations, and still it was not enough. A quiet truth settled in his heart. The world's expectations have no end. You can do 10 things right, and someone will only notice the one thing you forgot. If you are right in your own eyes, but wrong in someone else's, speak gently. They may need to fix their vision, not your life. No matter how good you are, someone will always find a reason to complain. The next time you feel tired from trying to please everyone, pause for a moment. Ask yourself one simple question. Am I doing this because it is right for me, or because I am afraid of disappointing someone else? Take a slow breath. Choose one small action today that honors your values, even if no one notices. Let that be enough. Growth does not always need applause. Peace often comes from quiet alignment with yourself. Never live only for others. If this story touched your heart, like, share, and subscribe for more quiet lessons that stay with you.